Breakfast and brilliant ideas? Coffee and conversation? We're serving up that and much more at IBJ Media's events. Join us at an upcoming event and kickstart your day with fresh ideas and new connections. Check out our event lineup and register now at ibj.com/register. Do you want to mix moments of inspiration with time to network? IBJ Media Events has you covered. From industry deep dives to awards celebrations honoring Indiana's top leaders, see what's coming up and reserve your seat now at ibj.com/register.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Monday, August 25th, 2025. I'm Gary Dick. U.S. Steel founded the city of Gary in 1906, and now the largest integrated steel mill in the world is preparing for a new owner in Japan's Nippon Steel and a new future. Nippon says it will invest $3.1 billion into the iconic Gary Works Mill in northwest Indiana, and Gary Mayor Eddie Melton says it will be a key piece of building momentum in the city, which has endured more than its share of challenges.
Well, as you know, I was state senator for 2 terms here in Indianapolis in General Assembly. Senate Bill 434 was a bill that I passed my last session, and it provides funding for us to have matching dollars, $5 million for the next 20 years, which will be partnering with the Hard Rock Casino in the city of Gary to build a $140 million convention center. That's going to be a catalyst right on 8094, one of the most busiest highways in North America. 300,000 cars a day. So building off of that with a brand new hotel and 2 additional hotels that a private developer will be building as well.
A new report from the Community Foundation of Southern Indiana says investments made by the organization over the past 4 years have generated millions in additional funding. The foundation's Quality of Place program has awarded $700,000 in grants to 6 projects since 2021 to boost parks, greenways, and gathering spaces in Clark and Floyd counties. Lawrence-based software firm Schneider Geospatial has more than doubled its employee base over the past 3 years. Now says that growth will continue with its acquisition of Boston-based Full Circle Technologies. Financial terms of that acquisition not disclosed. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. East Central Indiana is on the move, and the next big conversation is happening in Muncie. Join us for Innovate East Central Indiana at Ball State University, September 17th. A powerful afternoon of ideas, innovation, and insight, part of the Innovate Indiana series, presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. We're talking talent, technology, and transformation, and what's next for the region. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate. The Indiana Commission for Higher Education voted unanimously Friday to appoint Secretary of Education Katie Jenner as the next Commissioner of Higher Education, further cementing Governor Mike Braun's plan to streamline oversight of education from kindergarten through college.
So Katie is amazing to have as one of my 8 secretaries on the policy side. Indiana is now being looked at. I was on the Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee in the U.S. Senate. You could hardly get anything done that was going to really be impactful. We found ways to get things done, but not like what we're doing here in Indiana. We're looked to now with what we got through the legislature after we jumped into it going in education as maybe the leader among all states. So, and Katie has been doing that before I got elected. So we're lucky to have her. You saw all the good news on reading metrics. We're just getting started.
Jenner will assume the role October 11th, succeeding Chris Lowry, who is stepping down after more than 3 years in the position. Indiana Wesleyan University and Marion-based Westminster Preschools will open the new Westminster Wildcats Early Learning Academy today. The university says the childcare center, located on Harmon Street near the IWU campus, was created to serve Grant County families and employees of the school. The Indiana Chamber of Commerce has opened nominations for the 2026 Best Places to Work in Indiana competition. The program honors businesses of all sizes throughout the state through employer reports and employee surveys. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.
What happens when a basketball superstar changes the course of an entire city? I'm Mickey Shuey, and in Beyond Clarkonomics, we tell the story of how Caitlin Clark's arrival to the Indiana Fever sparked more than just sold-out arenas. It's rewriting Indianapolis's long-term strategy for sports, downtown growth, and women's leadership. Listen at ibjpodcast.com or on your favorite podcast app.
The IBJ Media Podcast Network is the soundtrack of a growing state. Indiana is on the move, and you can hear it happening on the IBJ Media Podcast Network. We bring you the voices at the center of our economy, our courts, our companies, and our communities. Subscribe now and be part of the conversation that's building Indiana's future. Find all of our shows by searching IBJ Media in your podcast app or visit ibjpodcasts.com.